Hello, we are here now. We are live. 2 minutes late. What are you talking about? We are right on time. 7 o'clock. There it is. And we are going to play some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Start. Oh God, hang on. Got to turn off the thing so I can't hear that back. Can we do a call on Discord? I think. Well, let's see how it goes first of all, because it might go on a bit long. You never know. But yeah, we are going to do some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We're going to do some Fastest Finger First, a few games. Nice to see we've got a few people on chat now. It's really good as well. Hopefully you guys can help us along in those games as well. Feel free to play along too. The only rule we have, no Googling. Please don't just Google the answer. Oh, it's B. Or sometimes you get people on these things, they pretend they're like an expert on every single bit of knowledge that there is going. They're like, I happen to know this is, hang on, what does Google say? Oh, it's C. We don't do any of that. That's it. If you know it, help us out. If you don't know it, then that's fine as well. Just tell us what you think. I know, I don't know. That's it. You can message us while we're on the stream on the chat on YouTube, or you can put a message in Discord. We'll give those a ring as well. Okay, anyway, we are going to start. So we start off with some Fastest Finger first. We'll set another bit of housekeeping I think we have as well. That's all our games that we have made. I think we're going to do some, we planned to do 3 games of Classic, maybe a clock, and then some Super Millie. Maybe some Shuffle another time as well. Shuffle's a bit of fun as well. So what I have to do, the other thing I wanted to show was the join us on Discord thing. I think the other thing is I just want to do a little bit of vetting as well before people start joining us on Discord, but I'm thinking, set up a voice call or something so whoever's playing along can do it as well, so they can actually, they're in the hot seat in a way. No cheating. You will be, to be fair, you're going to cheat, but, don't cheat, because it's just not fun. You're not playing for real money, and you're just cheating yourself. If you can look at yourself in the mirror after the game, then fantastic. If you can't, then you can't. Who wants to be a millionaire? Right, anyway, so enough of that. Let's do some Millionaire. We will close that, save that. Do I want to save it as a macro-free presentation? Always a good idea. So, we're going to start off with some Fastest Finger first, and then see if we can get ourselves in the hot seat. I've got my keyboard with me as well. The keyboard that types ABCD for me. It's very exciting. Ooh, wasn't expecting that. We've got Harry Potter from Privet Drive, Gunnosaurus from the Emirates, Mohammed Salah from Egypt, Hermione Granger from Stoke-on-Dent, Peppa Pig from Abattoir, Homer Simpson from Springfield, Ollie Pearce from York, what a player he is, Rylan Clark from Brighton, and Gary Neville from Greater Manchester. Oh, and SD2 from Unknown. That's me, by the way. And I'm doing it on SD1. I wanted to do the play-alongs on the SDD channel, but apparently something about the channel, it won't let me do live streaming on there, so we have to settle for, the main channel's where it has. The thing that worries me is it getting flooded with this, because the SD1 channel's really for the parodies. I feel like the play-alongs would work better maybe on SD2, but at the moment I'm still struggling to get that set up. So we have to settle for the main channel for the time being. Anyway, some Fastest Finger first, methinks. I think there's a way I've got it as well. I can get the keyboard to work. Can I get the keyboard to work? I don't think I can. Hang on. I just need to go into... There's another app I've got which just sets the keys up. So I can actually use the keyboard to actually type in the answers. I thought I'd done it. I thought I'd actually linked it. You saw me try and click somewhere at the bottom. I thought I'd actually built that in, but apparently not. So just have to bear with me for a second. Oh, actually, no, it was running. It was already running, I think. A, B, C, D. Yes, A, B, C, D. I don't know if you can see my mouse or not. We've spoken so long that the things run out, the noises run out. I just need to make it so that the mouse is always visible, so that we can just use it for fastest finger first. Right, put these university years in order from first to last. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I think I was quick there. I think that was fairly quick, but then I'm still feeling like there's some hesitancy there, but I'd had a lot of time to read the question that I felt like I knew it. Obviously, we've got to see if we're right. But I think we're right. Let's see. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior, CABD, let's see, 10 start, let's see how many got that right. Oh, 2.63 seconds, that was really quick. Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We really were the fastest. I think that's probably one of my fastest times for doing a fastest finger there. But even still, I still felt like I hesitated a little bit. But never mind. But yeah. So we will play some fastest finger. We'll play some Millionaire. So what I'm just going to do, I'll go see all slides. And let's go ahead to number 11, where our first Millionaire game is, before we go back to slide 3 for some more fastest finger first. It normally takes a little bit of time. What's annoying at the moment is I kind of built in all the cheaty flip the question stuff, the switch the question stuff, which makes it take ages for some reason having that in. If I didn't have to switch the question in there, it would take no time at all to like make the questions a thing. I think it's also because I added the clock game in there, and the clock game takes loads of time. It really does. If you pardon the pun. Anyway. I can hear stuff, but I can't see stuff. I've got no figures at all on my screen. Oh, here we go. Right, so, let's start that again, shall we? A little bit laggy there. If you're ready, you are just 15 questions away from £1 million. You have 3 lifelines to help you out. Those are 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. And what a clever bunch we have tonight. So, if you're ready, let's play. Here it is for £100. At what type of Christmas event is the audience most likely to shout, "He's behind you"? School nativity play, pantomime, Santa's grotto, or midnight mass? That'd be quite fun if there was like a little joke there. I always like a little joke answer for question number 1. This is a question from Jeremy Clarkson's era. Anyway, do you know what I'm thinking? It's pantomime. Oh yeah, £100. Let's take the money. Which word is used to mean the centre of attention? Citrus light, lemon light, lime light, orange light. I will go with limelight. Okay, for £300. According to the saying, if you're obliged to make the next move, what is in your court? The net, the ball, the lawyer, the judge. I'll go with B, ball, please. B, ball. You just won £300. There we go. C. It is C. Good work, sir. Which of these TV shows was created as a current affairs program for children? News Round, Panorama, Dispatches, or Have I Got News for You? I would say probably not B. I reckon it's A. Let's go with News Rounds. Nice. I think Panorama is a bit more it's a more serious show. It's a bit like if they want to like do a deep dive into something, then Panorama's like used to like expose. Panorama's great, by the way, but probably not for kids. For £1,000, we got Hohentown with us in the chat. How are you doing, sir? Nice to have you join us as well. Anyway, in the UK, which of these routinely begins on April the 6th each year? Football season, tax year, academic year, or parliamentary session? Does anyone know in the chat? I think I know this one. What do we think in the chat? Anyone got any ideas? Nope, that's okay. I think we'll go with B, tax year. And we just won £1,000. And hey, that's guaranteed as well. I went down, by the way. Really enjoyed the stream that you did last week as well. It was very good. Now, here we go. Now, for £2,000. Still got all 3 lifelines. No problems at all. So now, here it is for £2,000. In the human body, glucagon, gastrin, and insulin are all types of what? I was going to say B. That's it. It was B. Good stuff. Good lads. Are they hormones, muscles, skin cells, or bone? I would say, I think these would all be a final. There we go. And it is. It's a hormone. Okay, let's try for £4,000. £4,000, here it is. How many men are there in Jerome K. Jerome's? But yeah, we learned it in science. There we go. Big thing in science. I don't know this one. If anyone does know, that'd be useful. I might have to ask the audience here. 3, 4, 6, 10. I was worried there what D was going to be when C was 6. I was very worried what we were going to have for D, but thankfully it was 10. Anyway, use a line. I think so. I think we will ask the audience. Audience on your keypads, let's try and help out. How many men are there in Jerome K. Jerome's boat? Is it 3, 4, 6, or 10? A, B, C, or D? On keypads, all vote now. Okay, 64% there saying 10. You still have your 50-50 and phone a friend available. No, Chris, I think 64% saying 10. I think, yeah, I think 10 sounds good. Let's go with T. Let's go with it, yeah. Yes, thank you, audience. Audience, give yourselves a round of applause. You've done it. Okay, let's try for £8,000. Which of the following materials is famously made in the Isle of Harris? Astrakhan, mohair, nylon, or tweed? Well, I can tell you, Chris, with the utmost certainty, that it is tweed. You just won £8,000. Very good work. Okay, here we go now for £16,000. 16. Whose love song is a poem by T.S. Eliot? J. Arthur Lovelace, J. Albert Wenson, J. Abe Havelock, or J. Alfred Prufrock? Chris? I don't know. I'm going to have to use a lifeline, I think. Unless anyone in the chat knows. But, I don't know. It seems like quite obscure knowledge for people in the chat to know. I reckon, you're saying D final. Well, I'm hoping you not Googled it there. Thomas3133. You know, I'm hoping there's not been some Googling going on. E. We don't have an option E. I'm going to be very disappointed if I find out that you've been Googling, sir. But, fine. If you think it's D, we will go with D. Oh, there you go, sir. That's for Sir Thomas3133 there. Has just won £16,000. How did you know that one anyway? Was it just so you learned the insulin in science class? Was that an English class? Maybe. Okay, anyway, here we go for £32,000. Port Said is at one end of which canal? Suez, Kiel, Panama, or Corinth? So, this is what I kind of think I know. I think it's Suez, but I'm not 100% on this one. So, I'm not sure whether to use the 50-50. But then if Suez is still there, you know, it doesn't... There should be a lifeline called Ask the Chat, which show the YouTube chat of the live stream for 30 seconds. I like that a lot, actually. I think the issue we have at the moment is there's a slight delay between me seeing the messages in the chat and you guys hearing me reacting to the messages in the chat. Thomas thinks it's A. I do kind of think it's A already as well, but I'm not confident, which is why I'm kind of tempted to just go for a 50-50, just to be on the safe side. Think we should go for it and not just... Okay. Yeah. Let's go for Suez then. We do risk £15,000 if you're wrong there. £15,000. Do we trust the chat? We trust the chat. A, final answer. You had £16,000. You could have walked away. You didn't. You have just won £32,000. Good there. We've also got Sanderstar joining us there as well in the live. We've got up to 7 people. That's quite good for us. We don't normally get there. Anyway, that's it, Sandstar. We are that Sanderstar. Sorry. We're there. We've still got 2 lifelines left as well, the 50-50 and the phone a friend. Okay, get quite tricky now, everybody, so we might have to use those lifelines. Remember, no Googling. That is the one rule of the live stream. Okay, here we go for £64,000. Now, you could go for it if you wish. You got the 32, it's guaranteed. You don't have to worry about walking away. Your name is Maxim... I'm sorry, will I try and... Maxim Dimitrichenko. Again, if I've said that wrong, apologies there. But nice to have you with us, Maxim. Anyway, for £64,000. Which of these singers was born Ronald Wycherley? Billy Fury, Marty Wilde, Tom Jones, Gilbert O'Sullivan? I've got no idea. I'm going to phone a friend. Because I just imagine, let's phone a friend. Okay, let's get our friend on. So we got a friend with us. Hello, it's Chris Terran here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I will say I don't think it's Tom Jones, but I've got no clue otherwise. I'm really hoping they've not Googled that Billy Fury there, because I have to say right now, we do not Google. That is our one rule on this stream, is no Googling. Anyway, it's Chris Terran here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Your friend here is playing for £64,000. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Which of these singers was born... It's not Tom Jones. I give Billy Fury about 85%. Okay. So, yeah, our chat thinks it's A. Our friend thinks it's A, 85% sure. We'll trust him. We will end the call. And we'll go with A. We'll go with Billy Fury. Is that your final answer? Yes. You had £32,000. You still have £32,000. Plus an additional £32,000, bringing your total up to £64,000. So, does everyone know? Does everyone in the chat? I mean, just double check. Do we know who Billy Fury is? I mean, that's the big question. Like, can you tell me anything about Billy Fury? Any of his songs or anything like that? You know, he might have some good songs. I never heard of him, so I didn't know. I kind of agree with the friend. It probably wasn't Tom Jones. I think he's just called Tom Jones. Anyway, here it is for £125,000. Okay, guys, just remember, no Googling. If you don't know it, that's fine. You know, you can just say, I don't know it. We've still got 50-50. We've also got, if I wish, if I want to, I can also add a couple of lifelines if I want to. I don't think we'll go there. We can switch the question if we need it. There we go. Anyway, here it is for. We've got our Sander Star, Maxim. He's from Ukraine, Slava Ukraini. That's good. Good to have you with us, sir. Here it is for £125,000. Oh God, that's a long question. Counting the philanthropist William Wilberforce among its founding members, which of these UK charities was established first? Women's Institute, Barnardo's, RSPCA, or Salvation Army? Now, William Wilberforce was involved in the slave trade. Well, involved in abolishing the slave trade, I believe. I have a feeling it's the RSPCA, however. But I really don't know. I suppose we have got 50-50. So, you don't want to walk away with a lifeline on the table. No, that's fine. And you know what, to be honest, like, it kind of is nice to see people say, like, I actually kind of want to see people say I don't know it as well. What I don't want is like a pretend expert in the chat that tells us the answer to every single question, because they're on Google. Like, I want people to say they don't know. Like, that's absolutely fine. But yeah, you think it's RSPCA as well. Let's do 50-50 then. RSPCA is still there. I can't imagine a man being part of the Women's Institute. That's the thing, though. The fact that Women's Institute is still there. Why would a man be a founding member of the Women's Institute? That's... Let's go with it. Let's go with it. RSPCA, final answer. Are you sure it's not A? Well, I'm really sorry to tell you that you've just won £125,000. Okay, here it is for 250, £250,000. Which of these is the main constituent of the alloy pewter? Antimony, copper, lead, or tin? Again, I kind of wish we still had the 50-50, because I think it's either copper or tin. We could get a sneaky double dip and go with two of them, but I think what we'll do, I think we've done well here. I think we might call this a day. I think we might call it a day for the first one. Go back to do the fastest finger first. I think we'll take the money. I think it's tin, but I think we'll take the money. Final answer. Final answer. Take the money. But I just said tin. Thomas, you're saying copper. I kind of was between tin and copper, but let's see. We've got 125 grand. That's pretty good. Enough money for a down deposit on a house. See how much we can win in total on the thing. Was it copper? Was it tin? Maybe it was none of them. It was tin. Yes. Never mind. Should have gone for it, but there you go. Never mind. We still get ourselves £125,000. As well, I'm quite... It also does fill me with, like, belief, as well, that you gave us an answer, which wasn't right as well, which is good, because then that kind of helps. You're not Google. What we're going to do, we're going to do another fastest finger first. See if we can get ourselves back in the hot seat. 125k is very good. But yeah, see if we can get ourselves back in the seat. So just got to go to slide 3. This takes a while. It doesn't... Is my keyboard still working? It is. You can see that. I'm doing ABCD. I was very impressed with our time that we got in the last one. 2 minutes. That's a record time for me. Starting with the fewest, put these pieces of poetry in order of the number of lines in each. No, I don't know. I might have got that one wrong. Couplets, limerick, sonnets, epic poem. I think I went for that order. Did I go ACDB? We'll see. I did. Oh, it's the quickest again. Yes, although that was quite a long time, that 6.54 seconds. But it's still quick enough to win us the... get ourselves back in the hot seats again for a second go. Look at that. Let's give someone else a chance. Or shall we? Nah. Nah. We shall not do that. Okay, so you're back from outer space. Anyway, you did quite well last time. You're back in the seat again. See if you can win a bit more money. Hopefully you don't crash and burn. Anyway, you know the drill. You can hear the money tree, but you can't see the money tree. That's okay. It just takes a little bit of time to load, but there it is. You got yourself 3 lifelines again. 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. We're back to it. Oh, it's hello there, Caesar Thusa C5G. How are we getting on? It's Caesar. There he is. Hopefully Caesar is going to help us. Remember, we've got one rule on the stream, which is no Googling. Okay? Absolutely forbidden. Worse crime than coughing is Googling. Also, coming soon, maybe a video going over the many reasons why I don't think Charles Ingram cheated. He did not cheat, in my opinion. I think he actually was a genuine millionaire who was robbed of his victory. We'll do a video on that one day. Anyway, here we go. Which of these phrases refers to somebody's specially flavor? Start again. Which of these phrases refers to someone's specially favored person? Blue-eyed boy, pink-mouthed girl, green-eared woman, or red-nosed man? Blue-eyed boy. Yes! That's £100. Here it is for £200. Which is the name of the hinged rear window of an estate or hatchback car? Bootstrap, tailgate, aft screen, bonnet lid. I think it'd be tailgate. For £300. What sort of creature was Muffin, the famous children's TV? I have to fix that one, because that TV shouldn't be lowercase. What's that one? We'll fix that. TV should be uppercase. I don't know Muffin, actually. I don't think I know this one. Was he a Muppet? A mule? A mongoose? Or a millipede? I actually don't know. No idea. Never heard of Muffin. You don't remember what it is? I have to ask the audience. I really don't know. Ask the audience. Okay, audience will keep out a little bit early. Oh, he's losing a lifeline far too early in the game. So, yeah, be suspicious if he did well. Is he a Muppet? He's probably a Muppet, isn't he? No, 97% of the audience think it's mule. So 1% going with the rest of them. So we'll go with them. I think I heard it. There we go. So which of these is a cut of beef? Biscuits, briskets, baskets, or bracelets? Briskets. Do love a beef brisket. In for £1,000. T.E. Lawrence was known as Lawrence of where? Africa, Arabia, Algeria, or Abyssinia? I say I hope that number 3 was mule. Sometimes in the database, like occasionally the wrong letter might be put as the correct answer, but I don't think it's very rare that happens. Maybe it was a mule. I don't know. Lawrence of Arabia. Yeah, that's the right answer.
for £1,000. You're not doing very well though, because you used a lifeline. That's rubbish. Anyway, here it is for £2,000. 97% of the audience knew then, and you didn't. A little bit thick, aren't you? Well, Chris, I think that's unfair. I think that's very unfair. Knowledge is a spectrum. Some people, you might not know the £300 question, but it's not to say that you're not going to know the rest of them. People, and this is another reason why I'm kind of on Charles Ingram's side, because they were saying, oh, he used a lifeline, he used nearly all his lifelines by question 7, so he was stupid. Well, other players have used lifelines early and then got on well. Like the guy that was meant to be helping them crashed and burned on the £8,000 question. Like the guy that was meant to be the mastermind accomplice. Anyway, that's a ramble. But yeah, honestly, he in my opinion, maybe he could have done, but I just genuinely really, even before the quiz show came out, I've been kind of quite adamant that no, he wasn't a cheater. Okay, well, maybe you are. Here it is for £2,000. What does the letter B stand for in the abbreviation RNIB? It's I don't know. It's like a charity to do with birds, so I'd assume, hopefully, it's bird, because that is what the charity's for. Birds. Broadcasting. British. Blind. Oh, it could be blind, though. No, it's not blind, it's birds. It is birds. I'm pretty sure it's birds. Then blinds come up. No, it's birds. Birds, final answer. Yes! £2,000. Okay, here it is for £4,000. Okay. Over how many holes is golf's British Open played? 18, 36, 48, 72. Okay. I think the annoying thing is I think I've seen this question before, but I don't remember what the answer is. Because it's a question from the show, and I changed the order of the options because I liked the idea of them going in numerical order. Because I think 18 was actually option D. Because I know it's not 18, and I don't know. Questions like this is the thing with numerical questions is it's not normally A or D. It's normally one of B or C, just based on the way that setters do the work. Caesar knows it. Now I'm hoping that's Caesar that knows it and not Google that knows it. Because remember what we think about Google. We don't like people using, you want to use your knowledge, not Google. 36 makes sense. That's 2 lots of 18, 2 holes. I don't think it is A. Maybe it is A though. I don't know. Let's do 50-50. Oh, we're all A, B, C. Oh no. And then it'll turn out to be D. Oh, let's phone a friend. Okay, you got your friend here. Here it is for £4,000. 1972. Yeah, it's D. 95% confidence it's D. There we go. Never mind. Let's go with D. The thing is as well, you just get bored if it's come up for the day. Oh, I was worried that even though it's 95% sure. And also, my theory about it not being A or D was also completely wrong, too. Maybe it's because I changed the order of the questions. But yeah, 95% does actually mean there's still a chance they're wrong. It means the probability is 19 out of 20. So, it's very likely they're right, but you never know. We were close. But again, it's I'm actually, the thing is, I'm quite glad that no one in the chat knew that, because again, it just does fill us with confidence that there's no cheating going on. People are playing honestly. I don't want to be. I want to be playing along with people that are having a go, not people that are not playing along with Google. If that makes sense. Anyway. Here it is for £8,000. You still have your 50-50. I knew someone called Charles. He was in a similar position to you. He'd used up nearly all his lifelines by then, but he still went on to win £1 million, although he might have had a bit of help. Anyway, here it is for £8,000. What is the main constituent of natural gas? I'm thinking that's methane. Nitrogen, methane, chlorine, or carbon dioxide? Yeah, it's definitely methane, although nitrogen being there does frighten me a little bit, but no, I think we should go with methane. Yes! I do get nervous, like when it goes, you know, I mean, it is a nervy thing. It is a very nervy thing. Okay, here we go now for £16,000. 16. Which regional nickname is thought to derive from the name of a dish eaten locally? Geordie, Scouser, Brummie, or Cockney? I mean, it'd be actually quite interesting to know where these nicknames come from. It's obviously Geordies. Why, hey man, I'm from Newcastle. That's your Geordies. Then Scousers like, hey man, hey, don't be having a go. Don't be having a go, alright? I'll be having you.
Brummie's a bit more like, you know, I'm just a bit kind of, you know, I'm taking my time, a bit more laid back, you know. I come from the Midlands, you know, I'm just a bit more, you know.
And Cockney's a bit like this, you know, mate, yeah. Yeah, mate, yeah. It's like, yeah, but yeah. I'm thinking, yeah. Yeah, right, yeah. But anyway, I feel Cockney potentially, but I've got no idea. We might, I actually think, part of me is almost thinking even 50-50 is not really going to help us, because I just don't know. I am going to switch the question because we've got no idea at all. But was it Cockney? It was Scouser. Oh, Star Wars fan knew it was Scouser as well. I forgot to look at the chat and see if people knew in the chat. Thank you, Star Wars fan 6497. Let's try again. With which art form is Henry Moore most associated? Architecture, painting, sculpture, or photography? Well, I kind of remember the question more than I know it. I think it's either painting or sculpture. Which is why 50-50 might come in handy. We've got 11 people with us. That's amazing. Yeah, double digits. Oh, I'm tempted to go for sculpture, but I'm not sure. We lose Henry Moore. OMG. Thomas, do you know Henry Moore? I'm hoping that's not your Google that knows it and it's you that knows it. He does know it. That's okay. Oh, he doesn't know it. No, that's fine. That's better. Let's go sculpture. Let's take the risk. He thinks painting. Oh, painting's gone. It's not painting. But if painting was still there, I'd be nervous now. Yes! Yes. Okay, you've used up all your lifelines there. It's a bit, It was sculpture. Star Wars fan knew it was sculpture. Hopefully that's Star Wars fan that knew that and not Google fan that knew that. That's my thinking. But let's see if we get maybe we'll get a Star Wars question. For £32,000. Who or what is doggerel? Tropical grass, Lear's daughter, team sport, or comic verse? Absolutely no idea. I say we take 16 grand. I reckon maybe comic verse. Maybe team sport. No, I really don't know this. I think that we should take the money. But potentially maybe it was comic verse. Or maybe team sport. COD. It was comic verse. Giving it a go. Should have just, yeah. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Okay, well, you never know. We'll have to see if we can get ourselves back in the hot seat. So we'll go. I wonder if I can do it like this. Oh yeah, first we've got actually see how much we won. 16 grand. Not quite 125, but if we add 125 plus 16 is £141,000 so far. So, not bad, not bad. We've got CNF, the editor. Said, see, you never know. But, that's the thing is, it's nice. I like the fact that people aren't getting it right, because sometimes, if everyone's just getting it right all the time, then you're kind of thinking, I'm not sure if, this is people are doing this properly or not, Oops, we don't want that. We don't want that. Excuse me. No, you've got to go. you've walked away. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to some fastest finger first, where we will try and see if we can get ourselves back in the hot seat. Oh, it's already running. Okay, so we've got the keypad still working. ABCD. Okay, I'm kind of on my own a bit for fastest finger first because there's a delay in the chat. But let's see. Let's see if people in chat know the answer to this next one. Starting with the earliest, put the first names of British Prime Ministers in chronological order. Benjamin Ramsey. Okay, we got it right again. I feel like we delayed a little bit, but let's see if we were the quickest again. Get ourselves back in the hot seat. 8 players remain. Let's see who was the quickest. 5.25, that was quicker than last time, and actually we are the quickest again. I will take that. And you're back in the hot seats again. I think we're getting a little bit fed up of seeing you all the time. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that's okay. We're back from outer space. We are going to have another go. So, as you can see, we've also got Clock Millionaire there as well. That's the next thing we're going to try. We'll try against the clock. We get different lifelines for that version. But we have one more try in the hot seat as normal. Maybe next time actually. Yeah, three main games. The clock and we might mix it up next time we do this. I'm thinking about making it a Tuesday thing. Anyway, you can hear the money tree, but you can't see it, so I'll just talk you through it. If you don't know, the way it works is you have to answer 15 questions correctly in order to win. Oh, I can see Holland Town has posted something. I get a little notification saying that. He's not with us in chat anymore, I suppose because he's busy uploading stuff. Caesar's back. Skylar, okay, where's the link? The link, well, you must have taken the link to get you here, so you found it. But we've got the link in the description to join our Discord server. That way I can download for free. That's it. That's what I want people to do. I want everyone to have my hard work available to them for absolutely £0 and 0 pence. Okay, anyway, here we go. Turn for birds, plumbed pals, chirpy chums, beaked buddies, or feathered friends. I'll tell you what, I was very worried there before feathered friends came up. Because I was thinking chirpy chum sounds about right and beaked buddies sounds right. I think we go with feathered friends. Well, Skylar, we're not downloading at the moment, but you're here. It's like you're playing it with us. That's isn't that better? Instead of playing it on your own at your own leisure, you're here. You're playing along with us. Also, can I still join the server if I don't want to? Of course you can. The server is there. It's not just for this. Its main reason was just kind of a place for people to discuss the parody series that we're making. Especially we did Who Wants to Be a Billionaire. But yeah, no, it's feathered friends. So we'll go with D. So here it is for £2,000. What is the name of the American-born actor who popularised martial arts films in the 1970s? Bruce Springsteen, Bruce Lee, Bruce Forsyth, Robert the Bruce. Bruce Forsyth, he's since died since this question. Well, actually, no, it's 2026, so this was a very recent question. Let's go with Bruce Lee. Here it is for £300. Which word for a savoury snack is French for sofa? Tidbit, Balti, Nibble. Is it canopy? Canapé. Okay, here it is for... just remember to verbalise the answers instead of just clicking on them. You don't just click, you have to verbalise. Now, the thing that I don't like about the newer version of Millionaire is that players have to always say final answer for the easy questions. You should have to say, just say to Chris, I think it's D. What I quite like sometimes, even the really early ones, is he just tell you it's right before it even went orange, you know. Like, I think. But then again, competitions and TV and stuff, and then, like, I think someone asked the audience, and like 93% of the audience said it was a dog. The guy still walked away, because obviously, it's so much money to risk. He didn't know, but, like, can I join the children server? I don't want to participate, or still just... Yeah, of course you can. You can just be on the server. That's absolutely fine. Like, you can just do what you like. The link's in the description. Do what you like. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. Anyway, here it is for £1,000. What term was used for a professional fool in a medieval court? Herald, squire, baron, jester. I can't join, but you could just send me the link for free, please. Of course, why pay for stuff when you can just have it for free? But no, in all seriousness, the stuff's not... oh, there we got Caesar's. Caesar's there. Good stuff, Caesar. Welcome, sir. But yeah, as I say, you just do what you like. Anyway, it's Jester. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought we were going to get the £1,000. But no, we still got one more question before we clear these. Here we go. Before adopting the euro, what was the main unit of currency in Ireland? Chat, do we know? I think I know. Actually, the Irish currency, the first series of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in Ireland used this currency. And actually, 1 million of this currency was worth more than 1 million in the UK. And I think it was the only version of the show that actually offered more money as a top prize than the UK version, except no one ever got that far. I'm sorry for everything. That's okay, That's forgive and forget. That's what I would say. But yeah, it's the only version to offer more money than the UK version. Was the Irish version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Was it punt, boot, kick, or tap? And they used the pound symbol, but it was called the Irish punt. Oh, and the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Island. Does anyone know the name of the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Island? I will tell you later after the question, because I'll let people have a chance to answer it in the chat. But we'll go with punt. You've just won 1,000 punt. So you have, which is worth 1,300 British pounds. Okay, let's try for £2,000. £2,000. What kind of fruit is rice leg, widely grown in Germany? Anyway, it seems like we lost a lot of people. The host of Irish Millionaire was called Gay Byrne. He died recently, actually, which is sad. I don't know, rice leg. Is it grape, orange, apple, or plum? I think we're going to have to ask the audience. Okay, audience on your keypads, let's try and help out. A, B, C, or D, all vote now. So 69% of the audience say it's grape. Are you grateful for their help? T. Yes, I think we'll go with grape, please, Chris. Final answer. Or actually, what I tried to start on the parody series was instead of the contestants saying final answer, they say I'll go with grape for 2,000, and they say I'll go for this option for however much money that is worth. But I quite liked that. Or double dip. Double dip was penultimate answer. I might say grape. Grape is there. We're very grateful as well, Scarlett, for your help on here as well. Always grateful for Scarlett. Ghent is a city in which country? Belgium, Denmark, Finland, or Germany? He was correct, that's it. Now this one here I know because Kevin De Bruyne used to play for this club and he is Belgian. So I'm imagining it is Belgium where Ghent is. I mean, it's not in any of the three, so yeah, it's Belgium. And we have ourselves £4,000. Okay, let's try for £8,000. Which of these car manufacturers was founded in Romania? Dacia, Skoda, Kia, or Mazda? Part of me thinks it's Skoda. Kia, I think Kia's like Korean, I want to say. Mazda, I'm almost thinking it's like Japanese, unless I'm completely wrong. Dacia, oh, don't know this one. I could use a 50-50 on this one, but I'll use a 50. Okay, we'll take, I think, I'm still thinking it's Skoda. Oh, Skoda be a Romanian? Let's take 50-50. Oh, Skoda's gone. I think we use 50-50. Well, it won't be Kia. It's not Kia. So we go Dacia, because it's not Kia. It's not Kia. It's not Kia. Dacia, final answer. It's not Kia. It's definitely not Kia. It's not Kia. It's not Kia. It's not Kia. It's not Kia. It is Dacia. There we go. Caesar knows it's Dacia. He's put Dacia. Just as long as Google's not told him it's Dacia. I'm sure Caesar knows it's Dacia. It's in his head. Well, Caesar wasn't Caesar from. Oh no, that was someone else. But that's okay. Anyway, here it is for £16,000. A motorised vehicle called a derny is used in which of these Olympic sports? Rowing, track cycling, skateboarding, or archery? What do we think in the chat? Part of me thinks it's rowing. I think it's... maybe it's track cycling. No, I don't think I know. I think we'll have to 50-50. No, sorry, not 50-50. We used that one up. Phone a friend. Okay. Let's get your friend on. Remember, you don't have to take their answer, and you can still walk away. You have £8,000. If it is for £16,000. Thinks it's track cycling 75%. Let's go with our friend. Track cycling. Yeah. So when it says, when the friend says it's not skateboarding, it means it is not skateboarding. Like, I'm categorically definitely not skateboarding. I still think it could be rowing. It's that 75% doesn't mean 75%, which is, no, it's good odds. It's a 3 in 4 chance. Let's go with it. So 3 times out of 4 it's track cycling. Still kind of feel like maybe it was rowing, but I did think track cycling, so... Yes! Because it could be like the thing that goes around the velodrome, is what I was thinking it was, because I was thinking, what would they use a other thing for in rowing? Anyway, we used up all our lifelines, but here it is for £32,000. Which family name is a slang term for a pawnbroker? Auntie, uncle, sister, grandpa. I'm going to think it's auntie. I think auntie. Anyone think they know in the chat? Or do we switch it? Is it auntie? Is it auntie? Do we walk away? 16. Why would it be auntie? Oh, I've done it. Oh, I've done it. I've made it orange and it's wrong. And we've lost all the money. We've lost all our money. And it was. We have lost all the money. It was uncle. Never mind. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm really sorry. I knew it was like a paternal, like a parent's sibling. I suppose I was just unsure which parental sibling it was. Apologies to anyone that knew that in the chat, but we still got £1,000. So what does that take us up to? We're up £142,000 we're up to now on our total prize winnings. Anyway, we're going to play against the clock now. In fact, let's go straight to the clock. Let's forget fastest finger. Let's just go straight to some clock action. Before we do some Super Millie, we're going to play against the clock. Oh yeah, I thought while we're waiting for that to load, let's Google where the other car companies come from. Let's see if we were right about Kia. I do feel like Kia was Korean. Kia is South Korean. Kia, we were right there. Skoda was thinking as a possibility for being Romanian, but no, it is. It's Czech. And I suppose that does make sense, really, because I think the S with a little line is like a Czech word. Dacia is the Romanian one. I can't remember what the other option actually was on that question. It was Kia or... I can't remember. But anyway, we seem to be ready now. So we will start playing against the clock. I thought we'd skip Faster Finger First because, they never had Faster Finger First in the clock, apart from the 10th anniversary primetime special. But we don't get that. Right, so here we go. We are just 15 questions away from £1 million. Now, again, I changed the money tree on the clock one. Originally, that was 25, 50, 100, but 32 actually looks quite nice in the clock version. It actually looks quite nice seeing 32 there. Anyway, we have 3 life and 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. No, try again. Phone a friend, ask the audience, and 50-50. Not 50-50. One of the little running jokes we had at the start was David Stryker always calling the double dip 50-50, and I don't know. I think some people didn't like that in the comments. But we're against the clock. We've also got some categories this time. Double Journey is our category of our £1 million question. Festive Figures will be our first one. Spicy Nicknames. Wading In. Unlucky Word. Fab 4 Facts. The Beatles. Something about the Beatles. Any knowledge on the Beatles would be appreciated. Annoying Foxes. Could that be about Leicester City, their foxes? I don't know. It's always quite fun. The annoying thing is, like, literally every time we put a question in the database, we have to AI some category names for them, just in case we do this version. But it's fun. I like the categories. But every single question has a category attached to it. Every single one. Even the questions that we just faced in the last game, all have categories attached to them. We just don't see them because the version we play doesn't do categories. Okay, anyway, here we go for £100. What's up, Ross? There we go. He's in there. Would you rather? We'll see. Well, we might do the would you rather later. Would you rather win £1 million or lose £468,000? Be friends, not evil. That's it. We don't want to be evil. We all want to be fun. Maybe that's it. And on this server, if people aren't going to get on, maybe I'm just going to have to be strict. I'm going to have to say, right, can people be timed out? I don't know. I don't know how all servers work and stuff like that. I'm still kind of new to the world of Discord. But yeah, no, maybe we'll just do no tolerance, just like, oh, be nice or go home. Anyway, St. Nicholas and Nautilus name for which figure? Cupid, Santa Claus, Tooth Fairy, or the Easter Bunny? Santa Claus. And we also get a little glint as well. I like the glint that we have. That wasn't easy to add, the glint. I actually made this version before I made the just the standard version into a PowerPoint. But it is Santa Claus. That is £100. Here it is for £200. What was Jerry Halliwell's nickname when she was a member of the Spice Girls? Pepper Spice, Ginger Spice, Nutmeg Spice, or Garlic Spice? I think we go with Ginger. She was Ginger for £200. We've also changed the font recently to, we used something called Kazuka as the font for the money, and we changed that recently to the Interstate font, which they use in the program. And the Interstate font actually looks lovely. And actually the pound symbol on Interstate looks nice, because normally, as somebody said before, we normally have dollars for the American version. And actually, we can change the currency if people want to see me play for some dollars. We could play for some dollars instead of pounds. But pounds are worth more, so you want to win pounds. Plus, in the UK version, all the money is tax-free, whereas all the other versions you had to pay tax on your winnings, which is weird because the UK love taxing people, but one thing they won't tax on is game shows. Although I reckon Keir Starmer might change that if he had his way. Anyway, here it is for £300. What type of animal is a heron? Amphibian, bird, fish, or mammal? Sometimes the glint does have a little error, like it just went purple there. It happens, doesn't it? When you're going live, it's bird though. And also, no one can help me really because of the fact that we're against the clock. So there's so much of a delay that literally I think I've answered the question by the time it's come up on the stream. But that's okay. Which of these words means unfortunately? Maybe we'll have to discontinue clock from our rotation. We do live. Alibi, alias, alas, or alabaster. Right, alias is another name for somebody. Alibi is like something like it could be alabaster. I think it's alas. Yeah, it is alas. Alas, I was caught up. I was gonna go and see my friend. Alas, I was caught in traffic. I was thinking potentially using double dip there, but no, I think we were right there. £500. Here it is for £1,000. Oh, we've lost everybody. Where's everyone gone? Who's known as the Quiet Beetle? That was George Harrison. Just won £1,000. Okay, here it is for £2,000. You have a new lifeline. You can now ask the expert or ask the chat. Okay, for £2,000, annoying foxes. Could it be something to do with Leicester City? Let's see. 30 seconds on the clock. Here it comes. What was the name of the TV fox whose catchphrase was "Boom, boom, boom, boom"? I think he's actually one of our potential phoner friends. This fox. That'd actually be quite funny, actually. Because if you phone a friend, you can get it picks a random friend, and then they have like something connected to them, and then it randomly adds the answer. So if that is him, if he's the friend, and he's helping us on that, that'd be quite funny. Anyway, it's Basil Brosh. Also, Basil's a great name, like Basil Fawlty, Basil Brosh. What a great name Basil is. Let me change my name to Basil. Star Basil 1. Right, here it is for £4,000. And Thomas Newitt, good to see you again in the chat, sir. Erasure Ensemble. Erasure had the song Just a Little Respect. Which two members of pop duo Erasure are Vince Clarke? The two members of pop duo Erasure are Vince Clarke and which lead singer? Andrew Ridgeley, Chris Lowe, Mark Armand, or Andy Bell? Right, it's not Andrew Ridgeley because he was in Wham. But I don't know. I'll have to ask the audience. See what the audience think. Whoops, I've fiddled with the clock a little bit. I think there's a way to switch that off in thing where that's gone running out of time. Ask the audience. Okay, it was at 6 seconds, so it's about there. Yeah, I need to figure out if there's a way to switch that off, the thing where you can interfere with the video. Okay, audience on your keypads, A, B, C, or D, or vote now. Okay, 64% say Andy Bell, 16% did think Andrew Ridgeley, which is the second highest, then 15% said Mark Almond, and 5% say Chris Lowe. So I say we go with them. 64% say it's D. Let's go with D. Thank you, audience. You've helped us win £4,000. I can also change the clock money tree so it's the later one where they changed it so that this was 5 and that was 7.5, that was 10, 12.5 and so on like that. But I do like the classic money tree for clock. Ooh, didn't get to see our category. Namesakes. Which British university shares its name with a 19th century born engineer? Brunel? Brunel, De Montfort, Heriot Watts, or Kiel? Brunel. £8,000 is there, and that was a TV Tarrant. That was a Chris Tarrant question back in the day. Okay, here it is for £16,000. I think that was actually a £64,000 question. And then that's just been repurposed as a 8,000. Never mind, we knew it. Swollen glands. We do put the difficulty on there. I think because the reason I know that is because I was adding in. I think that was a question that David Nielsen from Coronation Street faced for 64 grand. Because I was adding in his run because the questions from the Coronation Street show got added to the wiki recently, and I saw his one was already there, but at an earlier level, and I put these ones in first, which is anyway, no one wants to hear that. A goiter is an enlargement of which gland? Pituitary, thyroid, adrenal, or salivary? I don't know. Maybe our friend will know. We're gonna phone a friend. Okay, let's see who your friend is. You've got 30 seconds to speak to your friend, and that time starts now. It's Keir Starmer.
I can't commit to an answer at this time. It's definitely not salivary. Let me be clear. It could be thyroid, possibly, but I'm not committing to that either. I'm 70%, and any uncertainty on my part is down to the mess left by the previous government. Classic Keir. Classic Keir. You know, it's not your own fault. Any fault, any problems are caused by the previous government. What did he say it was? Okay. You know what? I don't trust Sir Keir to look after the country, but I will trust his instinct on this one. So I don't trust his instincts in front of the dispatch box, but I trust him here. You know. Okay, thank you, Sir Keir. You got us to £16,000. But we'll probably end up taxing most of that, won't you? Probably make me pay loads of that in tax, won't you? You know, you're just thinking, oh, look at that, more tax for him to pay. Anyway, great. Here it is for £32,000. Morse miniature. Which vowel in Morse code is represented by a single dot? I think it's an E. A, E, I, or O. It's not O because that's 3 dots. I think it's E. I could just use a double dip just to be safe, because it might be A or I. Let's double. Oops. Whoops. Whoops. Your 30 seconds has restarted. What I did is I accidentally scrolled up on the mouse, which restarted the clock. But you know, sometimes you need a bit of bonus time. Yeah, double dip. Okay, so I get 2 goals. First goal, the clock is frozen. We will start with E. But if it's not E, we'll have 16 seconds to go for another option. It's not O. It is E though. We don't have to worry about that. We've got ourselves £32,000, but you just waited a double dip. And we've got 8 people in the chat. Thanks for joining us. We love that, 8 people. And we're playing some big money now. Hopefully we've got some people in the chat that can help us out. Remember, no Googling. I feel like I've had to do that all by myself as well. Thanks, chat. Only joking. But, you know, maybe a bit of help would be nice. £64,000, our next question. The category is a citizenship twist. Okay, we still got Ask the Expert. Ask the Expert's a great lifeline because it's like a 2-in-1, which you'll see in a second why. 45 seconds on the clock now. You have to answer the question, and here it comes. In 1955, P.G. Wodehouse adopted the citizenship of which country? United States, France, Australia, or Switzerland? No idea. I'm thinking potentially maybe United States or Australia, but I don't know. I'm going to Ask the Expert. Okay, using up your last lifeline. Dylan, let's get the million. Yes, Psy Gaming, nice to see you. Let's see if we can get that million against the clock. It's not looking good though. We
sort of burn through all our lifelines here, but you never know. You could get a good run of questions to get to £1 million. You never know. Anyway, let's see what our expert thinks. You can rule out France.
My current assessment says the United States with 85% confidence. If this went to an audience poll, I imagine the
Figures would all, if I was to ask the audience for this, it would be very spread out. 29, 23, 26, 22, but 29 is the leading number, and that is United States. If he thinks it's United States, I'm going to be... Well, Thomas is going to be our expert too. Let's hear from Thomas, the expert, as well. What do you think it is, sir? I do like how Ask the Expert works too. I do like how our expert just happens to know what the Ask the Audience results would be. That's something I just added into the thing. But let's go with United States. If he's 85% sure. Okay, that's all our lifelines used up, though we can still take the money if we need to. But let's go with United States and see if that was correct. Yes, it was. Thank you, expert. £64,000. Remember, 85% probability does mean there's a 50% chance he is wrong. But I think we can at least trust those odds a bit. Just guess who's going to say, hey, Thomas, you're absolutely right for A. Well done. You know, good lads. You know, good to have you with us on the stream. Yeah, I think America and Australia were the two that seem to make the most sense. It's one of those things in it. It's like, you know, you tell Chris Tarrant, you liar, you little liar. You know, it's quite cool. I got AI to like remake the Millionaire icons. Look at like how double dip. It's like the two. It's like there's a bit of glint on there. That's pretty good. Let's fly through. That's it. We're rambling. You know, shut up, Dylan. Let's actually play some. Let's play some Millionaire. Come on. Born in 1887, which artist was renowned for using everyday objects to make works of art he called ready-mades? We don't know. Marcel Duchamp, Georges Braque, Jean Cocteau, or René Magritte? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let the clock run because I might see people in the chat that know it. Although, again, I don't want people just to Google. Don't Google. Open me, walk away. That's it. I think we definitely walk away because I really don't know. And that means we get to do some Super Millie once we walk away as well, which is a lot of fun because we do like Super Millie on this show. Let's let the clock run out. It's Marcel Duchamp. Have you Googled that, sir? Because I think we will. 2, 1. Our time's up. Well, our time is up. Well, 2 people are saying Marcel Duchamp. Our time has run out, so we have to take the money. Maybe, let's see if it was Marcel Duchamp, though. Let's see. Was it? And it was. It was Marcel Duchamp. But, never mind, we're going to do some Super Millie next. We have, so what are we on? £142,000. If we add the 64, 142 plus 64, that is £208,000 that we have so far. £208,000 adding on that 64 grand. So we're doing really well there. So we got one more game. We're going to do some more fastest finger first. I think, is the keypad still working? It might be. A, B, C, D. Oh, it is still working now. Fastest finger first keypad. So we're going to start with some fastest finger first. And then, bro, we could have won $1 million. But, I don't know, because sometimes, you know, we could have won $1 million. Maybe we would have done. You absolutely rock with it. You love Super. We'll do some fast finger first, and then we'll go to do some Super. We could have won. The thing is, you know, we probably wouldn't know the next one anyway. You know, maybe Google would know it, but you know, we don't cheat on this show. We do it. We do everything like properly. Like we play it properly. Start with the youngest. This should be one that we can get, I reckon. We need to make sure that the arrow key is visible. Start with the youngest. Put these stages of a person's life in order. That's taking me far too long, That's taking me far too long. C, A, B, D. That took me ages. How long did that take me? 4.56 seconds. We're still the quickest, though. We're still the quickest. We've won every single fastest finger first we've done, which is fantastic. That's fantastic, that. We're so good. We're so good. Let's run through the rest of the fastest fingers. Some of the largest put these standard stringed instruments in order of size. Some of the largest, something in a harp, maybe the biggest. No, it's not. Cello, double bass, guitar, violin. No, wrong way around. It's wrong way around on the D and the A. So we got that wrong. Link is here. Harry Potter is the quickest time. Expelliarmus. Okay, Harry Potter's getting the play, and then we'll have another go at some suits. Some of the earliest put these songs in the order they reached number 1 in the UK singles chart. I think, did we get that right? So I think Crazy in Love came before Umbrella. I think, did I put Crazy in Love before Umbrella? I did, we got it right. Yes, we're in there. Ryan and Clark knew it as well, but we are the quickest. Let's finish Fastest Finger now. Let's do some Super Millie. We're going to do Super Millionaire. ACDB. And it was ACDB. Good work, sir. Okay. Super Millionaire. Looking forward to Super Millionaire. Last time we did Super Millionaire, we won £1 million. Maybe we won more, actually. I can't remember. But yeah, it's... he got it right. Thomas, you're in the hot seat, my friends. And we're just waiting for Super Millie to become available. It's exciting. I do like the Super Millionaire logo and how you've got like planets and stuff around it. You know, you're really playing for like big money. It's okay. Can I download the link? Yes. So links to... What's that saying? That's it. Yeah. We are here. We are going to win £1 million. That's absolutely right. We won £2.5 million. That's absolutely right. We did indeed. Now, look at that money tree. It's quite fun because we put the same money tree that we do for the normal Millionaire. We put like all the super values in there. Because what with 2.5, you see all the SD style Y. Yeah, that's it. Like a lot of channels do this. I think a lot of channels pre-record it, whereas I quite like doing it completely live. Like I went on a channel actually that did a Millionaire game. I didn't do very well actually. I think I only won I think I won £1,000, $1,000. I used up like nearly all my lifelines by £1,000. Then our £2,000 question was, what year did Vasco da Gama arrive in India? And I hadn't actually heard of Vasco da Gama, but the options were like 1456, 1457, 40 is a much more enjoyable experience. Having said that, all the rambling has put people off because we're down to one person in the chat. Never mind. But yeah, we'll do some Super Millie. I like doing it live as well because that means no editing. It's literally just there. You know, I don't have to worry about putting the music on. It's all just there. I hope. Anyway, hope people can hear all the stuff that goes with it. Anyway, we've got 3 lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, and ask the audience. Like Cash Mountain or the one where Sonic hosts Millionaire. That's it. I think Cash Mountain was the original name of Who's Be Millionaire. They were going to call it that, but then they decided, nah, that's an awful title. Let's go with Who's Be Millionaire. Better title. There we go. So, we're going to start and play for £1,000. Which day of the week was disliked by the Boomtown Rats? Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. Tell me why I don't like Mondays. Okay. Alexander the Fox. That's it. Was he... I don't know who he was. But anyway, never mind. Here we go for £2,000. Which of these is a trademark for a public address system? Kevin won. There we go. I'm not sure. Tandem, Tandoori, Tanner, or Tannoy? It's a Tannoy. Okay, for £3,000. Which of these instruments is used to measure the distance travelled by a vehicle? Odometer, altimeter, chronometer, or size monitor? I think it's odometer. Maybe it's chronometer though. I was thinking it's odometer, but I'm worried about chronometer. Come on, Dylan. I know. Damn. You really don't know, lol. No, I'm not sure. Never mind. I don't know this one either. I know. I'm really not sure. It must be. It's odometer. It's odometer. It is A. Yeah. I should have known it's A. It was A. Come on.
Go on there.
Come on now. For £4,000, which of these poker hands is the highest? This was a £2,000 question. Oh my Chromebook, pretty please. Not sure. No. So Skylar, we're gonna say no for the time being. So you're not gonna have it. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say a hard no just for the time being. Okay. Which of these poker hands is the highest? Three of the kind, full house, pair, or royal flush. Got to be a royal flush. I actually once got a royal flush once. So that. No. No, you're not. No, we're not gonna download it. Okay. So I'm just gonna say a hard no right now. Okay. But, you know, feel free to enjoy the program. But, no, please, the answer is no for the time being. Okay, that's £4,000. Which stretch of water separates Wales from Devon? English Channel, Wash, Bristol Channel, or the Irish Sea? Okay, I'm not sure on this one. Have you failed the first 5 questions since doing lives? I don't know what that, or has that? No, I've not actually. Oh, I've not actually done any fail on the first 5 yet. Actually, we've not crashed out and lost on nothing. I don't know this one. It's not the English Channel. Where is Wales and Devon? So Wales is like, it could be the Irish Sea. He's Welsh. Thomas is Welsh. There you go. He's does he know though which? Hang on, I can do Welsh better than that. Does he know which stretch of water separates Wales from Devon? I don't know. You know, that's it. The Bristol Channel. Is it the Bristol Channel? Let's go with Bristol Channel then. I don't know. I don't want to crash out though. I'm worried now that Si said, "Have you ever crashed out on the first 5 questions?" And we could crash that. He's serious. He's serious. Good work, Thomas, sir. £5,000. And we still have all 3 lifelines intact, which, considering the fact that, you know, this actually would be the first 7 normally, you know, that's pretty good. Okay, so we have our 3 lifelines left still there. Hopefully we can use those to help us get to £100,000. We get 2 more lifelines, which is exciting. Okay, here it is for £10,000. Which German city has the biggest population? Berlin, Dusseldorf, Essen, Rostock. Should it be Berlin? That's the capital. No crash out today. Dylan, any Welsh questions? I got you. That's it. What about German questions, though? I like the fact that you know your Welsh, though, sir. You know, any Welsh words come up? C4, crash out. That's it. I think it's Berlin. But it's one of those ones where, you know, we don't want to get it wrong and end up losing everything. Which German city has the biggest population? I mean, I think I've actually never heard of Essen or Rostock. Oh, it's got to be Berlin. I mean, Berlin is the capital, isn't it? That's why, but it just seems too easy. And again, they say there's no trick questions here on Millionaire, so surely it is right. There are no trick questions here. Let's say Berlin. Surely it's Berlin. This is an £8,000 question normally. Yeah. I don't know. Why would it not be Berlin? But I mean, the thing is, it's just like, I was thinking it might be Munich. I'm glad that Munich didn't come up, because I was thinking it could be that. You know, as well, like, you know, geography. Thomas is on geography there as well. Anyway, here it is for £20,000. £20,000. Still got all 3. Didn't need to use a lifeline. Which of these is not a duck? Donald. Mallard, that is. Gannet. Eider. Teal. I'm pretty sure teal is a duck as well. Must either be gannet or eider. This is where double dip would come in handy. We use 50-50, and it leaves us with B and C. I think we go 50-50. Then again, actually, it's gannet because it's C.
Do a David voice. Right, which of these is not a duck? Is it mallard, gannet, eider, or teal? Right, Star Wars fan is saying it is Gannett. Is Gannett going to be your final answer?
Well, if you're sure, sir, I trust you. I'm alright to trust you. A Star Wars fan. Am I a fan of Star Wars fan? Yes, Star Wars fan! £20,000 there, sir. He is a fan of Star Wars, and I'm a fan of him. May the Force always be with you. Okay, here we go now for £30,000. Normally 32, now it's just 30. Which country was formerly known as British Honduras? El Salvador, Panama, Guatemala, or Belize? I think it's El Salvador. But again, I feel so unconfident. Like, you know, I just need like someone in the chat to say I think it's El Salvador too. I do think it's El Salvador. Is it El Salvador, or do we use a lifeline? We still have all three. God, could you imagine if we got to £100,000 and like we had all we had all three of the lifelines plus 5 more. My good with history as well. Any geography, maths, history, I got you. This is history and geography. This is your perfect question, Sir Thomas. Is it Belize? Oh, I'm glad to. I was going to go with El Salvador. Are you sure it's Belize, sir? Trust me, Belize. Okay, I will trust you. It's definitely not El Salvador. That's fine. Belize, final answer. Belize, £1,000. Was it? It wasn't El Salvador. It was Belize. There we go. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Star Wars fan. 6497. Yeah, dude, it's D. That's it. So I was completely wrong when I said El Salvador. Never mind. I was thinking El Salvador before they came up. That's why I was. But yeah, I was kind of thinking let's use a lifeline. But we've got £30,000. Now, bad news. From now on, all 7 of these next questions are all tier 3 questions, which means Ask the Audience are going to be quite useless for us now from now on. But never mind, because they normally are on tier 3. But here it is for £50,000. In 1981, which area hosted the UK's first gay pride march outside of London? Brighton, Huddersfield, Luton, and Newcastle. Right, I know the answer, because it's actually the area that I am streaming this from right now. So, Thomas knows as well. I am literally in this town as I say these words. Thomas, do you know it? What do you think it is, sir? It is Huddersfield, and that's where I am right now. Huddersfield town. Beautiful place, if you're ever up there. Just, you know, lovely, lovely place. But yeah, it's definitely Huddersfield. I know that for a fact. Glad to see Thomas knows it as well. In fact, I think I actually wrote this question. I did. It's an alternate question that I'd written, so I knew it was this one. There we go. For £50,000. So the 03 alternates are questions I've written myself. So there we go. Because it's actually, yeah, because I only just moved. I moved there. I moved up to Huddersfield back in December, and I saw a plaque in the town that said it was the first place to do the pride stuff. So yeah, it's quite fun. Thomas knew as well. How did you know that, Thomas? Was that just because I think a lot of people would think it was Brighton, because Brighton is like. And we're doing better. I don't know. It's a shame Hohentan's not with us, because he was with us on the last stream where we got to £10,000. We used up all of our lifelines. And we managed to get a really good run of questions to get all the way up to 100k. But yeah, we literally have all 3 lifelines and we have £50,000. Anyway, here it is for £100,000. Maybe, hopefully, another question I've written. I've not written many questions on this. I've probably only written about, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3% of them. So it's quite fun. That I was actually in Huddersfield a few years ago. Lovely place. Lovely place. Been to the Aku Stadium, as it's called now, formerly the John Smith Stadium. Got to watch Huddersfield draw 2-2 with Exeter City. Exeter scoring a last-minute goal to equalise it. But no, it's a great place, Huddersfield. You know, I've never been before, but enjoying up there a lot. Anyway, here it is now for £100,000. Which type of animal is known as a dick? Lizard. Bird. Antelope. Frog. Now, I think this is like a question. I think it's antelope. Maybe it's bird. I say we say 50-50 though, because if we clear this question, we've got 50-50 and double dip. Unless people agree with me that it's antelope. This is another question I've written myself, so I should probably know it, but I've forgotten it. 03 alternate. Si knows it. I think I say it so I've written it myself. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone get asked it in Millionaire. Star Wars is sure it's antelope. I was thinking antelope too. It's just to risk 45 grand, but Si Gaming is saying it's antelope too. This is exciting. Let's go antelope, final answer. We've risked 45 grand. I was thinking antelope too. This question must come from somewhere though. I'm sure I've not written it. I'm sure this has like come from somewhere. But I saw it come up and I was like, I've seen this question before. I'm sure I've seen it, and because I'd written it, I'd input it in myself. But anyway, let's see. Is it antelope?
Yes, £100,000.
Oh, we are getting to 100k. We've got there. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, there's some explosions going on. Hang on a second. Hopefully that's not some retaliatory missiles from Iran. No, I think that is to symbolize that we've made it to the new dimension with all 3 lifelines, but we're going to get ourselves 2 more. We're falling through a portal straight into the new dimension. You know, say goodbye to your friends and family. You are now here, stuck with us in our new super dimension. I'm glad to make it this far. £100,000. The next question is worth £500,000. We have 50-50, phone a friend, ask the audience, 3 wise men, and double dip. Bro, John from 1999 is so worried. We will beat him. That's it. Oh yeah, I'm just calling to let you know I'm going to win the $10 million because I've got my 50-50 and my double dip lifeline still. Anyway, remember, no Googling. I know people want to see us go for it and win the 10 million, but absolutely no Googling, everybody. We have to do this properly and legitimately. We have to do it, okay? If we're going to win the 10 million, we're going to win it on our own merit. We're not going to win it because Google told us the answer. Okay, that is important. But this is exciting. Here we go. For £500,000. I got Harry Ferris's voice was just kind of like, it's just kind of like wishy-washy. It's just kind of like, you are very thirsty. And you could, it's kind of like my voice, just a little bit higher pitched. We're going to play for 500,000. Before we play for £500,000 though, I imagine you're very thirsty. And you could do with a nice, cold, refreshing drink of Coca-Cola. Okay, £500,000. What was the name of the army camp in which Sergeant Bilko served? Camp Lejeune, Fort Baxter, Fort Bragg, or Fort Hood? Part of me is thinking Fort Baxter, but I've got absolutely no idea. I think we use our first lifeline. And actually, I want to use the 3 wise men. So, Thomas is saying he knows it. Thomas, please, Thomas, please, I was saying Fort Baxter initially. Let's just use our 3 wise men just to double check it's Fort Baxter. Because I like the fort. Okay, so we are calling the wise men. And let's see what they say. We've got our bronzes. I dare say it should indubitably be Fort Baxter. Most assuredly a handsome choice like Mr. Rochester. What might suggest is Fort Bragg, though one hopes it doesn't haunt you like Catherine did Heathcliff.
I dunno, like, what's all this then? Fort Bragg looks nice. What colour's the sky again?
Now the way I will just say the way this works. So it's either Fort Baxter or Fort Bragg. So we could use double dip. But although I'd quite like to save double dip for... I'd like to use 50-50 and double dip together. We could win it. Fort Baxter is more tempting than Fort Bragg. However... The way that the experts, the wise men, pick their answers. So that was Charlotte, Emily, and Anne, otherwise known as the Brontes. The way it works is one of them tells you what the correct answer is. So one of the three of them, we don't know which of the three will say the correct answer. One of them picks like an aggregated choice, so it's unlikely they'd know it. Yeah, so we go Fort Baxter. And then one of them just picks one at random. And I think it's a random number between 1 and 6. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D. If it's 5, they go with the correct answer. If it's 6, they go with the other person's answer. Fort Baxter, final answer. Yes! Okay. Right, remember everybody, no Googling. We need to do this ourselves. Absolutely no Googling. Okay? And the thing is, you know, even our history experts sometimes will get history questions wrong. Our geography experts won't know everything geography. My specialist subject in quizzes is normally music, but I get music questions wrong all the time. So, you know, we don't need, so even if you're an expert on something, you know, that's, you still might not know everything, and that's absolutely fine. Okay? David B is my final answer. Come on, yes, David. Look at yes, that's fine. If you could just calm down, please. Just calm down. But David, I just want 500,000. Yes, if you could just calm down, please. Thank you. Just sit down, sit still. Thank you, and be quiet. Thank you. You know, David's how you host Millionaire. David is like a textbook on how to host Millionaire. Anyway, we used our first lifeline up there. We still have 4. Although I will say, phone a friend and ask the audience will probably be quite useless now because we've got so fat. They generally don't know as much. Phone a friend sometimes knows. Anyway, here it is for £1 million. £1 million. Which of these conditions is caused by deficiency of vitamin B1? Rickets, that's vitamin D deficiency. Scurvy. No, rickets is vitamin. Scurvy is vitamin C. Beriberi. Malaria. It's got to be beriberi. Surely it's got to be beriberi because rickets is deficiency in vitamin D. Scurvy is deficiency in vitamin C. And malaria is caused by mosquitoes. So, by process of elimination, it has to be beriberi. Now, me actually, I have deficiency in vitamin B9. And I need to take folic acid supplements for that. And I have deficiency in B12, which is called pernicious anemia. But I've never heard of beriberi before. I think we go with C and hope for the best. Yes! £1 million! Which takes our total prize up to, what was it, 206, or £1,206,000. Now, normally, we call it a day there. However, you still have 3 more questions, and, amazingly, 4 lifelines. You know, if we can clear 5 million and use 50-50 without 50-50 and double dip. So ask the audience for number 13 and ask the audience miraculously know it, even though it's impossible for them to know it when it's this difficult. Phone a friend for number 14, they know that one. And then we can clear 15 with 50-50 and double dip. It's amazing. Right, okay. Here it is for £2.5 million. £2.5 million. And we have 50-50 double dip is essentially not just a free pass, not like jump the question. It's like literally have the money right now. Oh, I've seen this one. We've had this one before. I think we've had this one before. King Minos was the legendary king of which island? Crete, Fiji, Hawaii, or Iceland? It's Crete. We got Crete. We've had this one before. I think this came up in the stream before, and someone told us it was Crete. I don't know if they googled it or not, but it's Crete. Or is it Iceland? No, it's Crete. Yo, Star, could you imagine if someone got to this point with this real show? I only know it's Crete though because it came up before. Yes! £2.5 million! We've got it! This is happening, isn't it? Now, I don't know. If we don't know the next one, should we just use the 50 and double to get to 5 mil? Or should we use the other two first? Part of me thinks if we don't know next one, we just use 50 and double to get to 5. And then save Ask the Audience and Phone a Friend for 10, is what I'm thinking. So I think we kind of make use of our free pass. You'll do 50, 50 and double. I think for 14 we use our 50 and double. And then 15, we've got Phone a Friend and Ask the Audience. This is amazing. I don't think I've ever done this well. And actually, there's been no foul play either. You know, there's generally been no foul play. No one's Googled. No one's like, oh, I've just gone on the internet and I found out this. Like, we've done it properly. We have done it properly, haven't we? They are dumb because, you know, otherwise it'd just be boring if Phone a Friend always told you the answer. So it's kind of like there's probabilities involved. So Ask the Audience, there's like, both these questions I think are £1 million questions coming up. So the audience's certainty on a £1 million question is somewhere between 15% and 40%. So there's a chance that maybe 40% go for the correct answer and we can tell that's right. But anywhere between 15 and 40 for the million. Like Anne or Kath. Let's see. Catherine of Aragon, Anne Boleyn, Jane Seymour, or Catherine Parr. It's not Jane Seymour. I should blooming know the order. That's one thing I should know is the order. Divorce. The thing is as well, Thomas, I can believe you when you say that. You're a history expert. You should know this because it is just divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. Oh yeah, if we pass this question, we've won. No. I mean, I was thinking Anne Boleyn possibly. Divorce. We could just use our lifelines though, because we're gonna clear it anyway, aren't we? Should we just use our lifelines? Like, this is crazy. Okay, I think it's Anne Boleyn too. This was a question asked on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for £500,000. Let's see if we know it. Yeah. Should we say Anne Boleyn? I think it is Anne Boleyn though. I think it is Anne Boleyn. I just wish I knew, like, solidly. Like, I learned this in history. I can imagine our history expert would know this. Let's say Anne Boleyn, final answer. Bear in mind, we have just risked £2,400,000. But it's the right answer for the £5 million! And we still have 50-50 and double dip, so we've done it! This is very... we've actually done this, and we've done this properly. You know, Thomas, I believe you 100% that you weren't using Google there, because, it's something like, I can imagine a history expert would know this. I feel annoyed with myself I didn't know that, because, divorce bedded died, divorce bedded survived. We will use the other two, we'll layer it out. We will layer it out. Use double dip on final, I dare you. Here it is for 10 million. Let's see if we know it. This is a £1 million question. Let's try and not use the lifeline first. Don't do a kitty jingles. I think it's impossible though, because we've got those two lives. As long as you use 50-50 first and then double dip. But yeah, let's see if we can just do it. Let's see. Which rank in the... I think I know this. It's an Earl, I think. Which rank in the British peerage is above a Viscount and below a Marquess? I think it's an Earl. Lord, Duke, Earl, or Baron? I'm pretty sure it's Earl. You know? Thomas knows it too. Anyway, the thing is though, we we don't need to. Should we just go through the lifelines anyway? Why not? Why not? Let's just go through them because we've got them. Let's just use them. Let's phone a friend first. Let's see what our friend thinks. Hello, it's Chris Terran here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. I've got your friend here. He's doing rather well. He has £5 million. Oh, good lord. And this question's for £10 million. Okay, yeah, let's see how dumb the phone a friend is. Oh, this one actually knows it. I believe the rank below and below isn't. This is actually, for some of the questions, I actually wrote out like things for them to say as friends. So this friend actually does know that it's an Earl. So the friend was right. I don't really need your help here. I'm just ringing to let you know I'm going to win the £10 million. Anyway. So this is quite a nice pattern as well. Not used, used, not used, used, not used. Let's ask the audience and see how dumb the audience are. If the audience know it or not. Audience and audience on your keypads, if you wouldn't mind pressing your buttons for this question, A, B, C or D. Please vote now. Okay, so as I said, the correct answer could be somewhere between 15 and 40%. So the audience had actually... C actually got the lowest polling by the audience at 20%, which is very interesting there. Maybe I should make it... No, it's fine. It happens though, doesn't it? Even though we've all said it's Earl. He's finished work for the day. Congratulations, sir. But actually, it's quite funny how the correct... Well, I'm pretty sure it's Earl. Like, it must be Earl. But, yeah, the correct answer said that's... Anyway. 20% said Earl. Let's 50-50. What do we think it's going to be? What's going to be left? I reckon it's going to leave us with C and D. I reckon it's going to leave us with Earl and Baron. No, it didn't. It left us with Earl and Duke. So Earl is still there. So finally, we're going to go with double dip. And it's all gone red. We can't walk away. So the £5 million is gone. We will either have £10 million or £100,000. Let's start with Duke. It's not Duke. But that's it. We miss out on the free ice cream though. But the thing is, we're gonna have 10 million quid, so we can buy as much ice cream as we like. Are we ready to go with Earl? It's the only option that's left, so it must be Earl. Rip Ariel. Well, actually, Ariel did redeem herself though, didn't she? Did she not? If we watched our Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, if you didn't see that, go and watch it. It's on the thing. But she did redeem herself to Ariel. And we're going to redeem ourselves. We're going to win £10 million. Earl, final answer. For £10 million, we are super millionaires! We've done it! £10 million! Well done, everybody on the chat. Take a break to order champagne from Asda. Let's get that champagne, sir. We've done it. 10. And you know what, as well? The thing that I was kind of like, oh, you know what? I don't want to get to 10 mil because I think, you know, the worry we're doing in the chat is people are just going to, like, you know, Google it and just tell us, oh, it's A, and we don't know. But we did this properly. Like, you know, we all worked together as a team on the chat. Like, I'm really proud of all of us there. You know, how many have we got on the chat so far? We've got 9 people there. So 10 million divided by 9. That's over £1 million each, everybody. Over £1 million each. Well, I'll say, actually, the 9 for you guys, I'll take one as well. So that's £1 million to everybody, £1 million. Then we have to pay £1 for it. 6 cents. That was it, yeah. But anyway, since I'm sad that we didn't get a free ice cream though, but £10 million, we could probably pay quite a lot. The Aldi's that I've got, you can get this cookie dough ice cream for £1.99. So if we round up to 2, that is 5 million ice creams we could buy with that. You know, that's quite a lot. You knew it too. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. But yeah, that's what a great way to end the stream actually as well, by winning 10 million quid. 10 million quid. We knew it, yeah. I think we didn't need the lifelines. The only question we really did the lifeline on was the Fort Baxter one. Now, kind of, I'm thinking, was there a little bit? But then I was kind of saying Fort Baxter already, although 2 of our wise men did go with a different option. But having said that, 14 out of 15 questions we knew, and those are hard questions as well, everybody. So yeah, really good job, everybody. And what a great way to end the stream. Super Millionaires for 5 million, roughly 10 million USD and £2,004 in UK would work. Does it say total prize money 10? I actually don't have a graphic for total prize money for 10 million quid. Only if we'd walked away with 5, there'd be a graphic for that. But the graphic is just you are a super millionaire. And the way it works as well is we could actually modify that. So we could actually make it say our name instead of you are. When we run the code to change the questions, we could add a little thing in as well that changes you are to our name. But Star Dylan 1, yeah, we could have got it to say that. That would have been fun. Maybe I'll prepare a graphic that says Star Dylan 1 Super Millionaire. Also, the other thing is I never knew what the Super Millionaire thing would look like, so I just modified Millionaire to say that. Because it's like on versions where, like, I think the French version, they did like 4 million. Yeah, win against the clock, definitely. That's our next thing. Time is against us there. It would say, like, if they won 5 million, it would say 5 millionaire, not just millionaire. I always wondered what a graphic would come up if 2 people, like if a couple's won £1 million, like let's say, I think, they brought the millionaires back, they tried again on not John Carpenter, but let's say like if a duo won £1 million, what the graphic would say, because they're both millionaires, would it just say both their names? Or if someone won £1 million for charity, like a celebrity won £1 million, what the graphic would say there. Like, well, actually we nearly had that with Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen and Jackie Llewellyn-Bowen. They had a question, but it was faulty. They went for the £1 million. They got it wrong, but then the question was faulty, so they invited them back. What that graphic would have said if they'd won that. Dylan and Caesar, millionaires. We are indeed. And yeah, well done, everybody. Now, let's see. We've been going for nearly 2 hours here. We started at 7. It's nearly 9 o'clock. So yeah, I think we call it a day there. But honestly, well done everybody else in the chat there. Honestly, I had such an enjoyable time as well, just doing that with everybody there. We worked there. We were a real team there. We should do Hyper Millionaire for 100 million quid. We could do that. We could, well, actually, it's easy to change the money tree. Just change the code. I'm thinking possibly it could be like a Tuesday thing. I'm like, although Champions League games are on Tuesdays sometimes, maybe not every Tuesday. Until for the foreseeable. Pers will come back. I think so. I think we could use this software. Like, what I want to do is make it so you can just change between images, because all it is just images and graphics to make an episode. I could make an episode in about 10 minutes, like using this PowerPoint that I've made. And we could easily make more episodes with this. Cut it down to 11 questions so it matches the British one. Episode 21 of the Super Millionaire, because we need to see how the other 3 contestants got on, if any of them won the Super Millionaire jackpot. Who knows? Is it on tonight? No, Burnley.
Yes, I think they're getting relegated.
Oh, no, you can't be saying that. We're a great side, us, Burnley.
Yeah, I want to do a video actually when Burnley officially get relegated, where Jerry's just in the hot seat and David's telling the news, and you could have like Millionaire lost music to like symbolise that. Tottenham might get relegated too. Oh yeah, Champions League is on tonight, isn't it? Yeah, because Arsenal played last week, didn't they? They'll be doing it again this week. So who's playing in the Champions League at the moment? It's annoying that it's not on free to air. So we have Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. That's a big game, that. Liverpool PSG as well. Oh, both big games. Right, well, I am going to end stream. So I think those are some games to watch there. Will Liverpool overturn that 2-0 aggregate defeat against PSG? I don't think so. But Atletico Madrid-Barcelona, so that's 3-2 to Atletico, but they're losing on the night. That's an exciting game too. Yeah, and our buy-in rail is tomorrow. But yeah, I think we call it a day. Have a good night start, and yourself as well, Si. Thanks for the help, sir. Thanks everybody. I think that was a great stream. That I think I feel again really proud of everyone in the chat as well. I think we all did some really good work there. We worked as a team. We didn't cheat. None of us cheated there. We all we used our collective knowledge there to help out. I don't think they ever in real life let 10 people sit in a hot seat. I think the most they'll do is 2. I think there was. I think Sega Sonic did a hot couch once. So they did 3 people in the hot seat. Maybe. Actually, they did 3, didn't they, on Family Millionaire as well, didn't they? They did the Lawler family. Who I was really sad the Lawler family didn't get to £1 million in the clock version. But they were 3. Although having said that, when they've got their kids on there, the kids aren't really going to be much help. It's more going to be like the older 2 that know it. So they're just kind of there just for gimmicky purposes. Anyway, yeah, good night everybody, and what a great stream. Great work everybody, and yeah, thanks for the help everybody, and good night. And let's see, score predictions. Atletico, Barcelona, who knows? I don't think Liverpool will overturn that 2-0 though against PSG. I know they overturned 4-0 once against Barcelona, but they're just not that team anymore. Well, overturned 3-0, but yeah. Anyway, good night everybody.